Hi everybody, all my followers. Welcome to another video. The car today is a 2003 Ford Fiesta, and the car came to me exactly as it is, so someone has been already messing about with it a little bit. But basically what the car has is this. When you turn the ignition on, you have the immobiliser system is now deactivating. Okay, now obviously the car doesn't start. If I turn the key, nothing happens. Okay, now I've checked the key. Someone already opened this top bit. I've checked, there is a chip in there. Not sure if it's the one for the car, but I've been told it is. Now the car has been stopped for about a year, and what I've been told is when they did the service, there's brand new front discs and pads, so they kind of did a service to the car. When they went to start the car wouldn't start, would come up with that issue. Now when I've tried to scan the car comes up with, the scanner comes up with this. So at this point, I'm actually believing that the engine ECU is not receiving any voltage and therefore is not booting. So, which means that blinking light, sorry about that, that blinking light is not telling me there is a problem with the immobiliser system. What it's telling me is that there is no communication with the engine control module. Okay, so my next step is going to be checking there if I have voltage. Check fuse relays. Someone did it already. I'm going to check the relays, make sure they are working correctly, and all that. At this moment, I'm going to start to check all the fuses that are related to the engine. So you have one fuse in there, you have one for the start, you have one in there, and that's it really. Yeah, that's it. So you have kind of three fuses in here. You have the relay as well up there for the engine. So obviously we should have power. At least the start is probably for the starter motor perhaps, but we should have power at least on these two, F16 and F12. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put the camera facing the multimeter and I'm gonna measure. I could remove the fuse, but when I can, I prefer to do it like this, and I'm gonna show you why. I've spotted the problem already, but I'm gonna show you why I do it this way. So I'm gonna measure the F12. So F12, so one side of the fuse there's 14 volts, the other side there's 14 volts. The reason why there is 14 volts is because the car came with the battery completely discharged, and the car at the moment, as you might be able to see in there, is jumped into that van over there. So that's why the van is running, that's why you have 14 volts in there. So the first fuse I've checked, and I'm going to show you. The way I do is, the back of the fuse, you have a little bit of metal exposed on each end. So that corresponds to the blades, that goes to the other end. So if I have voltage on this side, if the fuse is working, I should have voltage on that side as well. So that's the check I was doing. So it's gonna do this again now without stoppage. So number 12, so 14 volts on the other side of the fuse, 14 volts. Now let's gonna go F16, which is a 3 amp fuse. So 14 volts, whoa, that's not 14 volts. What's that in there? That's nothing. It's going to go to the other end again. So 14 volts, On the other side, you don't have nothing there, look. So let's gonna remove that fuse, which is this fuse here. Can you see the fuse? I'm gonna try to show you. See there, when you first look at it, well, it's quite easy to see, but an experienced eye might say, yeah, the fuse is okay. Or if you look with the fuse in place, when you look in there and you just try to look from the side, it looks that the fuse is good. Physically, it looks that the fuse is good, but obviously it's not. So let's gonna replace this fuse and see what happens. Okay, so I don't have a 3M fuse, so I'm afraid he's gonna have to take a 5. Okay, and now we're gonna go to the other side. Okay, let's gonna turn ignition off, turn ignition on, and the light is not flashing anymore. That sounds good. So what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna try to scan the car again. Would you like to retry? Yes, I would. So let's gonna, if that fuse was the problem, there it is. So this is actually a Fiesta. Is the 5-door, so it's not 3-door. See, straight communication. So I believe we have diagnosed the problem and fixed it. Just wanna odometer 60,000 miles. That's correct. 6004. So it reads 6611. There's all there will be always slightly difference. Oh damn it, what I've done. Shit. Damn it. I was to put a repair order and I've deleted the VIN number. Okay, so I had to go around and get the whole VIN number again. So repair order, we'll put anything here. It's gonna press next or select. Okay, completed. Now let's gonna go. Yeah, so that's the car. Body. No. Powertrain. Engine checks. Engine checks, that will do. It's gonna do an engine scan. Now, is not that what I want? Powertrain, drivability. Switch ignition to 0. Sorry guys if I'm not really straight to the point on this software. It's not software that I use very much. So let's gonna turn it back on. It's gonna do a key on, engine off test. It's what key OEO stands for. It's gonna do it. Okay, there's a few codes here. So probably alternator, high voltage, clutch switch. Whoa, There's a lot of codes here. My God. So obviously because of that fuse. So what we'll do is go back. Okay, it's gonna clear all the codes. Ignition on. Ignition off. Ignition on. Ignition off. Yep. It's a lot of ignition on, ignition off when you scan, when you do anything with this high DS. Okay, so we have delete the codes. It's gonna check the codes now. The ignition on. Through this, the fuel gauge is not working at all. I mean, it's showing absolutely nothing. It might be that there is no petrol. So continuous mode, so there's no codes on here. It's gonna do another test with that one in there. See which faults come up this time. I don't know what is wrong with my phone. I keep losing focus. Okay. Okay, so this time he came up with no codes, which is good. So let's gonna go exit now. Okay, it's gonna go down, exit, position 0, no problem. Okay. Okay. So let's gonna see what happens now when I turn the key. If we have started motor, if we have cranking. We have cranking and we have the engine running. Guys, I just need to take the cables out before I do any damage. Leave them in there. Take one here. And that's it. Engine is running. So everything was actually started straight away. For an engine that didn't run for a year, it's not actually bad, isn't it? So I think this is what this video was about. So it was just the fact that the light was like that. I think I've chucked the fuse into the bin already, but I haven't. I might have already, so I was just, oh no, it's actually here. So once again, as you can see, to the naked eye, not to the naked eye, at first glance it looks like the fuse is okay, isn't it, when you look at it? So if you look at these fuses without removing the fuse, you'd actually see the wire goes all the way, so you'll never say the fuse is actually gone, but obviously it is. That's why I always check the fuses into these probe points at the back. One there, as you can see, there's another one there. So I always check here. So that's it, guys. We have the engine running, which is a bonus. So it looks that's good. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you have learned something from this video today. And that's it. Any questions, put them below. And like always, thank you for watching.